it's Athenia, and today we're going to be making gooey, irresistible Scothceroos. For this recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of Carol Light corn syrup, and it comes in a container like this. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. Personally, I prefer Jif peanut butter. 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. 1 cup of butterscotch chips. 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats, or the Rice Krispie cereal. You will also need a big, large bowl that you can use over the stove, a 13 by 9 inch pan, and I have some Pam to grease it with, and this spatula. A rubber spatula will work as well. Over here I have my Carol Light corn syrup and the sugar, and I'm going to put them in here, in this pot. And you want to make sure you're on medium heat for your stuff. And I'm going to add the sugar. Now you're going to want to mix this around, and I have this just because this pan doesn't have a handle. I use this just to keep it in place. And you're going to just lightly stir it around till it reaches. Now this is going to take a while. You just have to continuously stir. You don't want it to solidify anywhere, so make sure you're constantly looking over it. You can see there's a lot of bubbles forming, so it's come to a boil. So now we're going to take it off the stove, and I'm just going to move it over here. And now I'm going to add 1 cup of the creamy peanut butter. Now I added a little Pam in this serving thing to make sure that the peanut butter doesn't stick. So that works really well. You probably want to use that idea. Now I haven't added all of it, as you can see, but I'm just going to add it in slowly. Just want to make sure all of it melts together properly. Now that we've got to a nice pasty little bit of the thing, we're going to add our Rice Krispies in. Now this part is really tricky because you want to get all that peanut butter to nicely mix in with all of this. Now that it's really well mixed, I'm going to take a 13 by 9 inch pan and lightly grease it. I personally like to use Pam canola oil. It works really well for this. So just going to shake it up, lightly grease it. Make sure you coat the edge as well too, because you don't want any of it to stick. Now I'm going to take this and lightly just put it in here. So all of your mixture in the pan, you're just going to lightly pat it down. Make sure it's evenly spread across the whole pan. So it's going to fill the 13 by 9 inch pan very well. It's going to almost be to the top because you don't want it to spill over and you don't want it to be too little. So make sure you definitely have a 13 by 9 inch pan. I'm going to, on this little mini pot, and I'm going to add the 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and 1 cup of butterscotch. Now I'm going to use this and I'm going to slowly stir them together. They melt pretty quickly, but it's still going to take a little bit because of how many we have in here right now. You want to make sure you continuously stir so nothing sticks to the bottom of the pan. And you want the flame to be pretty low because you don't want the chocolate to burn. So make sure you're continuously stirring. And this is a pretty quick process. It takes about 5 minutes for the chips. Now that you've got this nice, smooth layer of melted chocolate, I'm going to take it off the flame. And I'm going to add it to my Scothceroos. Now it doesn't spread very well at first, so I'm going to add most of it, and then I'm going to spread it out well, and then I'm going to add the rest of it. So just a second. Put that on the stove, and I'm just going to smooth it out. ones are really nice. So these are the Scothceroos. It's been about 45 minutes, so I cut them well. And now I'm going to serve it to my family. See, they're right now. Oh, hi, Sanjay. I just made some Scothceroos. Would you like to try them and tell me how they are? How are they?
Good.
So this is my very first time making Scothceroos. It's a simple, no-bake recipe, and even on the first shot, it really is that simple. So thank you very much for trying it, and thank you all for watching my show today. Ba-da-ba!